Okay, I wanted to talk about something important. And this is for anyone who's feeling suicidal. They feel like they're at a place that suicide feels like their way out. Based on everything that I see in this world, that I've observed, I know that from outside, when you're looking at things, it feels like, okay, if like I can do that, then my problem will be solved, right? Then whatever it is that is causing this is gonna be over and it's gonna be done, and that's how I'm gonna solve the problem, solve the issue, whatever it is. But if one thing we know from this world around us is that that's never the case. Just look at your life and try to use it as an example. How many times has it been that you seem to face problem, but just the form changes? Like the problem is the same, but it just comes at you from another appearance. Like, just if you look around yourself, like you see that a woman, as an example, dating the same person, just the face is basically different, but the same problems, the same things keep happening over and over again. Or someone who is like bad with money, like I don't know, they're always struggled with money, and then they win the lottery, and then they lose it all. They lose it all. Like countless examples of this. And I know that this world, no matter how, from like the outside, from the appearance of things, it looks like, oh, it's so messy, and like we can't really understand a lot from it. That's actually our own messiness that we're seeing, right? It's not the world's problem, it's we are the problem. So we look at it and we're like, oh, this is so messed up. What kind of world is this? What kind of existence is this? Blah blah blah. And it's like we're so funny in that way, because we don't recognize that, oops, it's actually us who's causing all this mayhem. The word is actually perfectly showing this to us, but that's another topic that I'm not gonna go into right now. Like, I'm gonna promise to stay on topic, okay? So what I'm saying is that this world, your life, can be used as a tool. It, not that it can, that's why it's there, to show you. Where did I read this? I think I can't remember. Oops. But this is not from me. I read it somewhere that life holds out a mirror in front of you everywhere, so you can figure things out in a way. That's not how they said it, okay? But That's the gist of it, okay? So it literally has a mirror for you. So you have to look at those places that you do not want to look. You have to look at it. That's the point here. So it's like life is kind of interacting with you in that way of like trying to help you in recognizing and understanding things, like what needs attention, where you need to like focus on, like what the problem is. Like this example of this woman that I said as an example that dates the same person all the time. It's like they have some issues with I don't know, feeling unsafe, all that stuff. And it's like they don't see it. Why? Because it's like they're not looking at it like that. They just keep repeating it the same way, keep repeating it, do the same thing, do the same thing. And then as soon as they break up, they go to the next one. They go to the next one, next one. And it's like you never get to the root of it. You never resolve it, you know? So it just keeps going on. And it's the same for a lot of like problems that we normally face. I'm so sleepy, but I got this. So based on that, you see, just because that woman, or I don't know, that man ended that relationship or whatever, they broke up, it ended, does not mean that the pattern is not gonna continue itself. It does not mean the problem is solved. It's not solved. The problem is right there, staring right at you, and it's going to come back at you. Now you may ask, oh, if I kill myself, how is it gonna come back at you? I'm not gonna answer that. I'm just gonna let you know that if you're thinking, if your reasoning for wanting to do this is that you think it's gonna help with solving the problem, whatever it's surfacing, I can guarantee you it's not gonna solve anything. It's not. So I just think at that point there are some other things that should be done in order to help with the situation, you know, because I really believe that no one should like suffer. And I have experienced suffering. Like I'm talking about like suffering. Like a real suffering. I have experienced it. And I just I don't think we should suffer. So when it gets to that point, suffering should happen very minimally. So you shouldn't be staying in that space of suffering for too long, because basically that's the wrong way. Like you see how you play some video game and it's like you're going the opposite direction, all the cars are going that way, and then you're the whatever, what is this thing called? My mind can't function, it's late. Okay, but that thing that you hold, the controller, it starts vibrating. It's like, hey girl, you are going the wrong way. It's just like that. So it's meant to nudge you to go to the right place. But some people don't get the message, okay? They stay there. They're like, oh, look what has become of my life. I'm in this suffering state. And it's my lot. I can't get out of it. Like, no, it's a nudge. You have to, it means something. It's like guiding you. There is something you have to listen to here. So, as I promised to myself, I'm not gonna go off to all these other topics, but the problem with that is with this suffering, that most probably, based on how I see it in a lot of people, it's because of your mind. Basically, your mind is creating that suffering, unnecessary suffering, untrue, like by telling lies. It's creating that suffering for you, but you don't recognize it. But that's another topic that I'm not gonna talk about right now. I just want you to understand that looking at this world, how this world like works, don't think that your problems are gonna be resolved if you kill the body. And at the same time, don't forget what I said. You're not meant to suffer. So I think that's good news, right? Because I think a lot of people who want to just not continue with this life, it's because they're suffering. So just ask yourself, if this suffering would stop, then how would you feel about continuing with this? Would you want to continue with this if you are not suffering? Now, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. It's just, it's your life. It's your life. You get to choose. But I just wanted to share this. In case it helps. Okay, man, I am so sleepy. I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.